Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Sir Mark Laroya. In this video, we will do the LET review for Math Major. Para sa mga magtitake ng licensure exam for teachers or LET, para sa Math Majorship, this video may help you. This is set A with 15 items and I will discuss and give the complete solution for each problem. So, without further ado, let's begin. Question number 1. What is x plus 3 multiplied by x minus 5? A. 2x minus 2. B. X squared minus 2x minus 15. C. X squared plus 2x minus 15. Or D. X squared plus 8x plus 15. To solve this problem, kailangan nating malaman na ito ay operation of polynomials. Specifically, this is product of two binomials. So we have two binomials here. Pwede nating gamitin ang FOIL method. So ang ating dalawang binomials ay ang x plus 3 at x minus 5. So that is x plus 3 times the binomial x minus 5. Wherein, sa FOIL natin, ibig sabihin nun, you have the first terms, outer terms, the inner terms, and the last terms. So, ang gagawin lang natin, ipagmumultiply natin yung parehong first terms, parehong outer, inner, at last terms. Okay? So, yung first terms natin, yung parehong x, sa ating dalawang binomial, x times x, it will be equal to x squared. So, pinagmultiply natin. Ngayon naman, susunod ay yung dalawang outer terms natin, x, and then multiplied by negative 5, yung outer term sa ating second binomial. So we will have negative 5x. And then for our inner terms, you have 3 times x, so that is 3x. At yung last terms natin na 3 times negative 5 equals negative 15. So ipag-add lang natin tong apat na products na nakuha natin. So x plus 3 times the quantity x minus 5 is now equal to x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 15. Pero pwede pa nating i-simplify yung like terms, yung negative 5x and positive 3x. So simplifying this, we will now have x squared minus 2x minus 15. So that is the product of the two binomials x plus 3 and x minus 5. So our answer here is letter B, x squared minus 2x minus 15. Question number 2. Simplify the quantity x squared plus 3x minus 18 all over x squared plus 2x minus 24. A. X plus 6 all over x minus 4. B. X minus 3 all over x plus 6. C. X plus 3 all over x minus 4. Or D. X minus 3 all over x minus 4. Para ma-simplify natin to, kailangan alam natin kung paano kunin ang mga factors ng bawat part ng ating rational expression. Meaning, yung ating polynomial sa numerator, kailangan i-factor out natin kung meron man, pati ang ating denominator. So you have here our numerator x squared plus 3x minus 18 at ang denominator natin ay x squared plus 2x minus 24. Ang gagawin natin, ifa-factor natin or kukunin natin yung dalawang binomials na factors ng ating numerator at ganun din sa ating denominator. So for our numerator, the factors are the two binomials x plus 6 and x minus 3. And para naman sa ating denominator, the two binomials are x plus 6 and x minus 4. So as you can see here, nakuha natin yung dalawang binomials na factors ng numerator at ganun din sa denominator. And the common factor nila ay ang x plus 6. They will be cancelled out kasi sila ay common pareho sa numerator and denominator. So ang matitira na lang ay x minus 3 sa ating numerator at x minus 4 sa denominator. So this is now our answer. So our answer is letter D, x minus 3 all over x minus 4.
For item number 3, divide x squared plus 10x plus 24 all over x squared plus 5x plus 6 by x squared plus 11x plus 30 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10. A. X squared plus x plus 20 all over x squared plus 8x minus 15. B. X squared minus x minus 20 all over x squared minus 8x minus 15. C. X squared minus x minus 20 all over x squared plus 8x plus 15. Or D. X squared plus x minus 20 all over x squared plus 8x plus 15. So, this is another example of operations of rational expressions, or pwede natin sabihin ito yung operation of fractions din kasi we have fraction divided by a fraction. Okay? So ang gagawin natin, alamin natin kung ano ba yung involved na mga expressions, no? So we have the dividend, that is x squared plus 10x plus 24 all over x squared plus 5x plus 16. That is our dividend. It will be divided by the divisor x squared plus 11x plus 30 all over x squared minus 3x minus 10. So, ang kailangan natin mangyari dito ay mas-simplify natin ito. Kailangan sa bawat part ng numerator and denominator ng parehong dividend and divisor ay kunin natin yung mga factors dahil baka meron tayo dong mas-simplify para makuha natin yung pinaka-quotient na hinahanap dito. So, ito yung mga factors, no? The two binomials, because itong mga parts ng ating dividend at divisors, yung numerator and denominators, they are all products of binomials, two binomials. So, for the numerator of our dividend, those are x plus 4 and x plus 6 all over the denominator x plus 2 and x plus 3. Now, for our divisor sa kanya namang numerator, ang two binomials niya ay x plus 5 times x plus 6, and for the denominator, x plus 2 and x minus 5. Now, remember that in dividing fraction, ang ginagawa natin, we multiply the dividend with the reciprocal of our divisor. Imumultiply natin yung ating dividend sa reciprocal ng ating divisor. So, ganito ngayon ang mangyayari. Yung ating dividend ay mananatiling pareho pa rin, hindi nagbago, pero yung ating divisor ngayon ay binaliktad natin. Yung numerator naging denominator at yung denominator naging numerator, at yung operation na division ay ginawa nating multiplication. So as you can see here, makikita natin na may mga common factors o yung mga binomials na pwede nating i-cancel kasi nag-a-appear sila pareho sa numerator at denominator. So, x plus 6 will be cancelled out, as well as x plus 2. And so, ang matitira na lang sa ating numerator ngayon kapag pinerform natin yung operation, this will become now quantity x plus 4 times x minus 5 all over x plus 3 times x plus 5. So, yun na yung dalawang binomials na matitira sa numerator at ganun din sa denominator. Simplifying this, we will now have, gagamitan lang natin ng FOIL method sa bawat part sa numerator and denominator. We will now have x squared minus x minus 20 for our numerator, and for our denominator, we have x squared plus 8x plus 15. So our answer here is letter C, x squared minus x minus 20 all over x squared plus 8x plus 15. Item number 4. Simplify 24x raised to 4y squared z all over 16x squared y z3. A, 3xy all over 2z raised to 2. B, 3y all over 2x squared z squared. C, 3x squared y all over 2z squared. Or D, 3x squared all over 2yz squared. To simplify this, kailangan makuha natin yung common factor ng bawat variable o yung number na involved dito dahil ito ay simplifying fraction. So, ito yung ating original expression. So, for 24 and 16, pwede natin silang i-simplify first by identifying their GCF. So, for 24 and 16, ang GCF nila is 8. So, we can divide 24 and 16 by 8. So, that means we simplify 24 over 16 as 3 over 2. So, kumbaga yan yung lowest term ng 24 over 16. Next, kailangan yung sa x raised to 4 over x raised to 2, i-apply natin dito yung concept ng law of exponent. Wherein we have the same base, x, at meron silang mga exponent. Yung nasa numerator ay 4 at nasa denominator naman ay 2. So, for law of exponent, ang gagawin natin kapag ganito, ipagsusubtract natin yung kanilang mga exponent. So, use the same base, that is x, and then, for now, the exponent of x na nasa numerator will be subtracted by the exponent ng ating denominator. So, x raised to 4 minus 2, that will give us x squared. Now, same goes for y squared over y. So, y squared over y, wherein yung sa denominator natin, ang exponent ni y ay 1, it will become now y raised to 2 minus 1. So, 2 minus 1 is simply 1. So, our answer here is simply y. And then, for our last variable, z over z cubed or raised to 3, that is now z raised to 1 kasi yun ang exponent ng ating variable sa numerator minus 3. So that will give us z raised to negative 2. Now, z raised to negative 2 is the same as it reciprocal pero magiging positive na yung ating exponent. So, it is now equal to 1 over z squared. So, ang gagawin natin yung mga nakuha natin na 3 halves x squared y at 1 over z squared ay ipagmumultiply natin. So, 3 over 2 times x squared times y times 1 over z squared, that is the same as 3x squared y over 2z squared. So, our answer here is letter C. 3x squared y over 2z squared. Item number 5. What is the slope of 6x minus 2y plus 5 equals 0? A, negative 2, B, 3, C, 2, D, negative 3. Okay, so we have here our expression 6x minus 2y plus 5 equals 0. So, para makuha natin yung slope ng ating expression, pwede natin gamitin yung slope-intercept form wherein ang format nito ay y equals mx plus b. So, yung ating original expression na 6x minus 2y plus 5 equals 0, dapat i-express natin siya sa slope-intercept form. Wherein, m is the slope of the line or yun yung magiging coefficient ng x natin, yun ang slope na hinahanap natin. And yung b naman na constant is the y-intercept of the line represented by our equation. So, una, ang gawin natin, i-express natin nga siya sa slope-intercept form. Ibig sabihin, dapat yung mga terms na walang variable y ay ilipat natin sa right side. So, we subtract 6x on both sides of the equation. So 6x minus 6x minus 2y plus 5 minus 5 equals 0 minus 6x minus 5. So, ang mangyayari dito, ang matitira na lang sa left side ay si negative 2y equals negative 6x minus 5. It's the same as parang ginawa natin, transpose natin yung terms na 6x at yung 5 sa right side, kaya naging negative 6x at negative 5. Now, di-divide natin both sides by negative 2 para makuha natin yung value ng y. So, we have now negative 2y divided by negative 2 equals negative 6x over negative 2 minus 5 over negative 2. So, dinivide natin yung both sides, or should we say all terms, by negative 2 para mawala yung coefficient ni y. So, this will give us now y equals 3x plus 5 over 2. So, na-express na natin ngayon yung ating equation into slope-intercept form. Now, makikita natin na ang coefficient ni x here is 3. So, that coefficient of x, 3, is our m, the slope of the line. While the constant, positive 5 over 2, yun naman ang ating b, the y-intercept. Kapag drawing natin yung line na nagre-represent dito sa ating equation, yan ang magiging y-intercept. So, our answer here is letter B, 3. Yun ang slope ng ating equation na 6x minus 2y plus 5 equals 0. Item number 6. Determine the x-intercept of the line represented by the equation 4x plus 3y equals negative 8. A, negative 2, B, 3, C, 2, or D, negative 3. For this type of equation, ito ay linear equation, para malaman natin kung ano ang x-intercept ng ating line, kailangan ang gagawin lang natin, i-equate lang natin or gawin nating 0 yung value ng y. And that is now your x-intercept. Ibig sabihin yun yung point along x-axis na tatama yung line represented by our equation. So, all you have to do is to substitute the value of y equal to 0 doon sa ating equation. 4x plus 3y equals negative 8. This will become now 4x plus 3 times 0 equals negative 8. So, this will now become 4x equals negative 8. So, may coefficient pa yung ating x. So, all you have to do is to divide both sides by the coefficient of 4. So, x now will be equal to negative 2. So, that means the x-intercept of our line represented by 4x plus 3y equals negative 8 na equation is negative 2. That is letter A. Now, since nandito na rin lang tayo, kunin na rin natin yung ating y-intercept. Ano naman yung point along y-axis na tatama yung ating line? So, to get the y-intercept, kung hindi natin siya gustong i-express into slope-intercept form, kung saan nandun yung b, yung y-intercept, pwede rin natin gawin ito. We substitute 0 as the value of x. So, this becomes now 4 times 0 plus 3y equals negative 8. So, this becomes now 3y equals negative 8. So, divide both sides by the coefficient of y3. Our y now is equal to negative 8 over 3. That y is our y-intercept. So, meron tayong x-intercept na negative 2 at y-intercept na negative 8 over 3. So, kung idodrawing natin yung ating line, ito yung line represented by the equation 4x plus 3y equals negative 8, wherein yung point of intersection sa x-axis and the line is negative 2, and along the y-axis, the line intersects at negative 8 over 3. Item number 7. Which of the following linear equations has an x-intercept of 2 and a y-intercept of 3? A. 2x plus 3y equals 6. B. 2x minus 3y equals 6. C. 3x minus 2y equals 6. Or D. 3x plus 2y equals 6. So for this problem, ang kailangan nating gawin dito to find the linear equation given the two intercepts, the x-intercept and the y-intercept, gagamitan natin siya ng intercept form. So that is x over a plus y over b equals 1. Kung saan, ang a is our x-intercept and b is our y-intercept. So all you have to do is to substitute the values of A and B. Those are 2, the x-intercept, and B, our y-intercept, and that is the 3. So it becomes now x over 2 plus y over 3 equals 1. So, yan yung ating slope-intercept form. But since yung mga choices natin ay nasa standard form ng linear equation, hahanapin natin yan. First, we have to get rid of the denominators, yung 2 and 3. So, how do we do that? First, eliminate muna natin yung first denominator, yung denominator ni x, which is 2. So, we multiply both sides by 2, or should we say, multiply natin lahat ng terms by 2. So, it becomes now 2 times the quantity x over 2 plus y over 3 equals 1 times 2. So, what will happen here? It becomes now 2x over 2 plus 2y over 3. Kung saan, makikita natin, yung 2 sa 2x over 2 will be cancelled out yung 2. So, it will give us x plus 2y over 3 equals 2. Okay? So, isa na lang yung denominator na kailangan alisin natin, and that is 3. So, we multiply again both sides, all terms by 3. So, it becomes now 3x plus 2y equals 6. So, nawala na yung ating mga denominators. So, this is now the standard form ng linear equation natin, wherein the x-intercept is 2 and y-intercept is 3. So, our answer here is letter D. 3x plus 2y equals 6. Item number 8. James bought 2 apples and 3 bananas and he spent 76 pesos, while Anne bought 5 apples and 2 bananas at a total of 124 pesos. How much will be the price of 7 bananas? A. 70 pesos. B. 105 pesos. C. 84 pesos. Or D. 140 pesos. So for this problem, kailangan makakreate tayo ng equations na pwede nating hanapan ng value for the variables. Wherein, meron tayong unang equation na mabubuo, yung sa kay James, na kung saan meron daw siyang biniling 2 apple at 3 banana. So let A be the price of apple and let B be the price of banana. So for James, 2 apples, so 2A, plus 3 bananas, so 3B, is equal to the total amount, 76 pesos. This will be our equation 1. For Ann naman, na bumili ng 5 apples and 2 bananas, it will now become 5A plus 2B, and that will be equal to 124. So that will be our equation number 2. So i-rewrite lang natin, it's now 2A plus 3B equals 76, and equation number 2, 5A plus 2B equals 124. So, ang gagawin natin dito, dahil hinahanap natin dito ay yung price ng 7 bananas, in short, kailangan malaman muna natin how much is a banana. So, yung variable b ang kailangan na mahanap natin. So, we must do the elimination of one variable which is a. So, ang gagawin natin dito, yung sa first equation nating 2a at second equation 5a, kailangan ma-eliminate natin. Pwede natin gawin dito ay, we multiply the first equation by 5, okay? So, all terms will be multiplied by 5. So, this will become now 10a plus 15b equals 380. Now, next, for equation number 2, we will multiply this by negative 2. As you can see, ang mangyayari dito kapag minultiply natin all sides or both sides of equation number 2 by negative 2, ang mangyayari do sa ating term na may variable a, it becomes negative 10a minus 4b equals negative 248. As you can see, kapag nire-write natin sila, kapag inad natin yung two equations, okay, pwedeng makancel yung 10a. Okay? So, 10a minus 10a is 0. Na-cancel. So, ang natitira na lang sa atin ngayon ay yung variable na b. So, you have now 15b minus 4b is equal to 11b, and that is equal now to 380 minus 248. That will give us 132. So, in short, we now have 11b equals 132. So, yung variable b na lang ang natira, which is yun ang target natin, malaman natin yung value ng b, the price of a banana. And then, so, yung coefficient ni b na 11, we divide both sides by 11. So, 11 will be cancelled out. So, it will give us a value for b equal to 12 pesos. So, that means 12 pesos per piece of banana. Okay? So, to get the price of 7 bananas, simply multiply that with 7 pieces. So, the price of 7 bananas will be 84 pesos. So, our answer here is letter C, 84 pesos. Item number 9. If the two interior angles of a triangle measure 30 degrees and 55 degrees, what is the measurement of the remaining angle? A, 5 degrees, B, 15 degrees, C, 95 degrees, or D, 105 degrees? Okay, we know that the sum of all angles of a triangle, interior angles, will be equal to 180 degrees. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga given angles natin dito, the 30 and 55, we will just simply subtract that from 180 degrees. So, the remaining angle now will have a formula of 180 degrees minus the sum of 30 and 55 degrees. So that will give us 180 degrees minus 85 degrees, and that is equal to 95 degrees. So the answer here is letter C, 95 degrees. Item number 10. The length of a rectangle is thrice its width. If the area of the rectangle is 48 square meters, what is the perimeter of the rectangle? A, 48 meters, B, 16 meters, C, 36 meters, or D, 32 meters. Okay, we know that in a rectangle, we have the length and the width. So, sabi dito sa problem, the area of the rectangle is 48 square meters. So, the area of the rectangle is simply length times width. Since it says here that our length is thrice the width, so we can say that L, the length, is equal to 3W, thrice the width. So, yung area ng ating rectangle now na length times width, dahil yung length ay 3W, so we can also say that area of the rectangle is equal to 3W times W, or that is, area is equal to 3W squared. Since given na yung area ng ating rectangle, that is 48, so 48 will be equal to 3W squared. So that is our working equation. Now, we divide both sides by 3. W squared will be now equal to 16. So we know that to get the value of W, we simply get the square root of both sides. So square root of W squared is equal to the square root of 16. So W is equal to 4. So 4 is the measurement, or 4 meters yung haba ng ating width. So we can say that the length, which is 3 times the W, so that is 3 times 4, the length now is equal to 12 meters. Now, for the perimeter of our rectangle, we know that the perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 2 times the length plus 2 times its width. So, 2L plus 2W, substitute lang natin yung values ng L and W. Perimeter now is equal to 2 times 12 plus 2 times 4. And that will give us 32 meters. So our answer here is letter D, 32 meters. Item number 11. Determine the reference angle of 210 degrees. A, 30 degrees. B, 60 degrees. C, 180 degrees. And D, 150 degrees. So when we say reference angle, the definition of reference angle is, it is the acute angle formed by the terminal side of the angle and the x-axis. So based on the definition, it is an acute angle formed by the terminal side of the angle and x-axis. So this is our angle that forms 210 degrees. So yung terminal side ng 210 degrees natin dito, since that is positive, ay yung nasa third quadrant, yung blue line. Now, sabi dito, acute angle formed by the terminal side and the x-axis. So, our terminal side here forms an acute angle with our negative x-axis. So, this is now our what we call the reference angle. Now, to get the value of our reference angle, since siya yung lumagpas na doon sa 180 degrees along x-axis, so 210 now will simply be subtracted with 180 degrees para makuha natin yung value ng angle na acute angle na na-form ng terminal side at ng negative x-axis. So, the reference angle now will be equal to 210 minus 180, that will give us 30 degrees. So, the answer here is letter A, 30 degrees. Item number 12. If a right triangle has a hypotenuse that measures 10 meters and a side with 6 meters, what is the area of the triangle? A, 24 square meters. B, 48 square meters. C, 30 square meters. Or D, 60 square meters. Now, in this problem, we have to take note that hypotenuse of the right triangle is the longest side of the right triangle. So, alam dapat natin yan. And then, for Pythagorean theorem, that is c squared equals a squared plus b squared, kung saan yung a, b, and c, yun yung mga sides. And c is the hypotenuse of our right triangle. So, pwede nating i-assign na yung ating C is the 10 that measures 10 meters. Okay? The hypotenuse, yung A naman, siya yung gawin nating 6 meters. So, ang magiging unknown natin dito is B. So, we can solve for B from the Pythagorean theorem. B is equal to the square root of C squared minus A squared. Now, substituting the values of C and A to get the value of b, we can now have square root of 10 squared minus 6 squared. That will give us b equals 8. Now, kailangan natin makuha yung b kasi pwede nating i-assign si a as our base and then b will be the height of our right triangle. Or it could be also the other way around. Si a ang maging height or si b ang gawin nating base ng ating right triangle. So here, ang ginawa ko, since C is our hypotenuse, nakuha natin yung value ng B. So A is our base and I assign B as our height. So we have now the height and base of our right triangle. We know that the formula for the area of the right triangle or simply area of the triangle is 1/2 base times height. So we already have now our base and height. So area now of the right triangle will be 1/2 times the base, which is 6, and the height of 8, and that will give us 24 square meters. So our answer here is letter A, 24 square meters. We are now down to our last 3 items of our set A. Let's review for math majorship. Item number 13. Determine the point of intersection between the line of 4x plus 8y minus 8 equals 0 and the x-axis. A. 4, 0. B. Negative 4, 0. C. 2, 0. Or D. 1, 0. So we are looking for the point or the coordinates ng point ng intersection ng ating given line at ng x-axis. Remember that at x-axis, y is equal to 0. So that means the y coordinate of that point that we are looking for is equal to 0. So kailangan lang natin hanapin ay yung value ng x o yung x coordinate ng point of intersection ng ating line at ng x-axis. To get that, we simply substitute the value of y equal to 0. So our equation 4x plus 8y minus 8 equals 0 will now become 4x plus 8 times 0 minus 8 equals 0. So this will give us simply 4x minus 8 equals 0. So nawala na yung variable ng y, hahanapin lang natin yung value ni x. So we add 8 on both sides of the equation para malipat yung ating constant sa right side. So this becomes now 4x minus 8 plus 8 equals 0 plus 8. So that is simply 4x equals 8. And now, magkahiwalay na yung ating dalawang terms. Yung isa na may variable ay na-isolate na sa left side. So the coefficient 4, yun lang kailangang mawala. So we divide both sides by 4. So 4x over 4 equals 8 over 4, or that is simply x is equal to 2. Yun ang value ng ating x-coordinate na hinahanap nating point. So the point of intersection, that is with the coordinates x and y, that is equal to 2 and 0. So the answer here is letter C, 2 and 0. That is the point of intersection between the line 4x plus 8y minus 8 equals 0 and the x-axis. Second to the last item, item number 14. Determine the equation of the line with a slope of 1/2 and y-intercept of negative 6. A. 2x minus y plus 6 equals 0. B. X plus 2y plus 12 equals 0. C. X minus 2y minus 12 equals 0. Or D. 2x plus y minus 12 equals 0. Now, since the given here are the slope and y-intercept, so we can use the slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is your y-intercept. However, base sa mga given choices natin, lahat sila ay naka-general form. So, ang gagawin natin, kunin muna natin yung slope-intercept form ng equation and then transform natin into general form. So, m is 1/2 and y-intercept or b is -6. So, this becomes now y equals 1/2 x minus 6. So, yung ating equation is in slope-intercept form. And then, we're going to transform this into general form. Okay? So, we must first get rid of the denominator 2. So, what we can do here is multiply both sides by 2. So, now it will become 2y equals x minus 12. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to subtract both sides by 2y para malipat lahat ng terms na may variable sa right side. So, 2y minus 2y now equals x minus 2y minus 12. So, yung left side natin magiging 0. So, 0 equals x minus 2y minus 12. Or that is simply, it's the same as x minus 2y minus 12 equals 0. So, yung ating equation now is from slope-intercept form naging general form. So, our answer here is letter C. X minus 2y minus 12 equals 0. And we are now here at the last item, item number 15. Thrice the number added by 4 is equal to 4 times the number subtracted by 8. What is the number? A, 12, B, -4, C, 2, or D, 4? In this type of problem, kailangan marunong tayo mag-interpret at i-translate natin into equation. Una, sabi dito, thrice the number added by 4. So, let x be the unknown number. So, thrice the number, that is 3x, added by 4, so plus 4, so that is 3x plus 4, is equal to 4 times the number, so 4x, subtracted by 8 minus 8. So, we now have 3x plus 4 equals 4x minus 8. So, na-translate natin yung word problem into equation. So, pwede na natin ngayon hanapin yung unknown number. So, all you have to do is to combine like terms. So, lahat ng terms na may variable, ilagay natin sa isang side. So, usually ginagawa natin sa left side and then the constants ay nasa right side. So, 3x minus 4x plus 4 minus 4 equals 4x minus 4x minus 8 minus 4. Okay. So, ang mangyayari dito, we will now have 3x minus 4x equals -8 minus 4. And that is -x equals -12. So, multiply or divide both sides by -1. X now is equal to 12. So, the unknown number here is 12. So, our answer here is letter A, 12. So, we are now done with the set A of our Let Review for Math Majorship. So, if you think this video is helpful or nakatulong sa inyo sa pagre-review, please subscribe to my channel and like and share this video to your friends, classmates, sa mga kasama ninyong nagre-review for Let para po sana makatulong tayo sa ating channel. So thank you very much for watching and see you again next time for another set of Let Review for Gen Ed and Math Majorship. So I'm your teacher, Sir Mark Laroya. Thank you very much. See you again next time and God bless.